Man, what's the motherfucking deal, baby? It's the Fat Mac once again, talking shit on your favorite platform. And today I decided to try to give this demo slash tutorial thing a try. I feel like I use Photoshop so much, and I get so many questions asked on Instagram when I'm live streaming about how to use Photoshop and yada yada yada. Cause I've only been drawing digitally consistently for a year. December of 2018 marks a year of me being a digital artist. I guess I might add like a yay sound effect or something at this moment. I don't know. Y'all let me know if y'all fuck with that or not. But today, man, I'm breaking down my process of me drawing the ANBU Shy Guy. If you don't know, in 2016 I started this whole little fantasy love project of mine called the Super Mario Shipping series. Big fan of Nintendo, big fan of Naruto, and you know, when I first got into the online world and joined the online communities of, you know, the art world, and I was getting back to the art world way back in 2015, and I just seen like so many people doing so many great things, and my fucking mind was blown with the level of not only just skill set, but you know, in terms of imagination as well. So you know, that's how the Super Mario Shipping project was born, and we still ongoing. So right now, as you're seeing on the screen, I am recording just the gesture sketch of the posing, I guess you could say, gesture pose, same fucking thing, of the ANBU Shy Guy character itself. Now, I must admit my anatomy is rough as fuck. I haven't been on that consistently as I should be, but you know what? It gets the point across. I'm learning how to stay out of my head a whole lot more. In the top left corner, what you're seeing, that was a quick 2 to 5 minute thumbnail I did of like the whole picture and how I wanted it to go. So that's what's in the top left corner. I didn't record that. Maybe I might record that. Y'all let me know in the comments if y'all want to see me just record everything, the thumbnail and all the other kind of shit. I got a couple of reference photos to the top right with the Shy Guy, and then I found a whole thing on Pinterest of like ANBU cocker shit. So I just pulled from all that. The inspiration from this piece came from, I was watching Chugger Conroy, shout out to Chugger Conroy here on YouTube, and he was playing Yoshi's Woolly World. And when I seen the Shy Guy pop up, I automatically knew. I said, man, I'm gonna turn Shy Guy into an ANBU cat. And boom, that's how we ended up here. Right now, I'm going over the gesture sketch on another layer in a red pencil. All my pencils and stuff are provided by Kyle T. Webster. I am using Adobe Photoshop CC, the 2019 update. And Kyle T. Webster, he originally had the brushes on his website, but then, you know, he partnered with Adobe, so the only way you can get these brushes is through the Adobe CC subscription service. So whenever I'm sketching, like any other minute detail to make sure that it doesn't get lost in the sketching phase, I always try to pick a random different color so I know how to differentiate between the details of like everything, the clothing, hair, eyes, it doesn't matter. I always use a different colored brush every time, you know, I'm packing on different details. So I'm just gonna let this ride till we get to like the next phase, and then I will come back and talk my shit. I decided to come in on this part right here and go back to what I was saying about choosing different colors to help you differentiate between anything. So right now, as you can see to the right in my little layers folder, and to hide that part, all your folders and stuff while you're drawing, you hit the tab button on Mac and on Windows. So I got this, I'm in the one folder, I can't even see my desk, it's called Sketch, and like right now I'm on like the final tab, and what that, the final layer. And so what that means, like this is like the final rough sketch, that's like the final you know what I'm saying, to help me like flesh out what's going to be. Basically, I'm laying down a foundation for like the hands or whatever little extra detail, or it could be like the whole body. That's usually what I do on that layer, is like to go ahead and get like the final sketch of what I'm gonna be satisfied with putting inks on. Then as I'm sketching, as I'm talking, I'm sketching right now well, now I'm sketching the hand, but before I was re-sketching the hand for probably about the third time, I'm drawing up a chakra sphere. Because like if I remember correctly with the Super Mario games, Shy Guy was always carrying a sphere. So I was like, man, what happens if, like, you know, number one, he's already an ANBU, black ops badass motherfucker. What happens if I draw him with like imagine him with a sphere made out of chakra? So I thought that shit was hard as fuck and I had to throw it in there. So now it's like what you just seen real cool is me scrolling through all the different brush options, cause like God, them Kyle T. Webster brushes. And there are other brushes you can find all across the internet, everywhere, that people are just giving stuff away for free. Or you can just use the brush that's already available to you, you know, so you don't have to use the Kyle T. Webster brushes. You know what I'm saying? It's just all about what you like to do, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, being an artist, it's not about the tool, it's about the artist. And, you know, you could take color crayons and make masterpieces with them. So Kyle T. Webster has over, I think, like probably 600 brushes. I'm probably, yeah, over 600 plus brushes. So with each piece I do, I'd like to go through different brushes so I can get different effects. I ain't gonna lie to you, I like this piece. I'm glad I got it done. It went from idea to execution real quick that day. I woke up at like 3 or 5 o'clock that morning and just like, you know what, man, let me go ahead and draw this and get it out the way. But you know what I'm saying, I'm not super satisfied with like the line. I wanted the lines to be thinner. I wanted to be more of a real manga kind of feel. But now I was like, you know what, man, I'm drawing, I'm having fun. I'm just gonna, you know, ink this thing up, cut it up real quick. I want to say I was live streaming on Instagram while I was doing this. I could be wrong, but I want to say, yeah, I believe I was, because that's how I was talking with the chat and the Syrup tribe. Oh man, if you get a chance, follow the nigga on Instagram at Syrup, SYRUP _Sama, SAMA. I'm probably gonna make that bitch pop up, you know what I'm saying, over this text real quick. But yeah, right now, you know, I'm putting the inks on the body. I ain't gonna lie, this left foot, you know what I'm saying, I struggle with that, man, because of the angle. And it's just like this, I love the execution and the idea of this piece, but there are just so many things that bother me personally. I know probably most of y'all like, oh man, you know, sir, this shit dope, man. And man, you know, I just always want to get better. I always want to put out, you know, better pieces. And I just, you know, this just showed me where like I had been slacking. But as far as like the gesture, the pose, I believe the same thing. The pose, like I definitely took the idea that came out of my head and put it straight on, you know, a canvas. So I'm satisfied. I'm just glad I got it done. In the words of Jake Parker, it's finished, not perfect. You know what I'm saying? I'm alive another day. I can redraw this piece later on down in the future as I get my skills up. So that all that matter. And I say that to tell y'all this, that like, you know, don't get don't end up like a deer in the headlights about your artwork. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just get it done. You know what I'm saying? Like stay out of your head about it. Just get it done, get it over with, you know what I'm saying? Don't sit back and just meander over it and beat yourself up about it. Just know, like, you know, you're doing the best you did for this day, and you should be proud. Because most of us, we get paralyzed by our own thoughts, and then we'd be surprised, you know, once you put out into the world, you get so much respect and love. Because from what I'm gathering, and me being back on, you know, so on the art scene and shit, is like art is really about the execution of the idea. That's all this shit is ever really about. Just like put the idea out, because all of us, like I can sit back and basically issue a challenge right now. If all of y'all want to draw this ANBU Shy Guy, we are all going to envision this thing a million different ways. And that's just the brilliant thing about art. So I'm going to keep letting this video ride, and I'm going to come back probably around the color phase, or unless there's something else in this video I want to talk about. Okay, so we are done with the inking at this point. I put the chakra spear on a different layer as well. I believe I also made a duplicate because I wanted that to glow later on down the line of piece. So what I've done here right now, it looks like marching ants, or like your computer's kind of glitching. I went on the ink layer, hit it with that wand tool, which is a W for the Mac and the Mac and the Windows. Wait, yeah, I said it right. And what you want to do, you want to click inside and outside the lines on the ink layer. Basically, you just want to select whatever you want to select, and then after I selected it, I think I went to select, then modified, then hit expand, then I expanded the lines by 2 pixels, and then I went and I created another folder in the final, ink layer, whatever I call it, the final layer, and I made this layer called color. And so I was recently watching somebody else on here, I forgot exactly who it was, but you see how, like, right now I cut off the background and basically everything was a white base, or everything right now is a white base. So while it was selected with the wand tool, I hit Command G, well, not Command G, I hit the G button, which is the paint bucket tool, and then I selected white, obviously, and then I just, on the blank layer that I had for the white base, that's where the white paint was. Because usually what I would do, let's say if Shy Guy had like a skin tone, I would just feel like the whole, so I would let the base of the colors be like the skin tone. But now what I'm learning to do, I guess, like, this gives you a little bit more room for error. Because, like, if you go on the base layer, like if I was going on the base layer right now and I erase any of the white or the blue or even the red, well, really mainly the white, so on the base layer, like, it would be nothing behind it. It would just be like the checkerboard pattern that you see with the background. And so to avoid that, I make a white base, the number one, to make it pop out from whatever background I'm gonna have it on. But then also, it's like, once I put that white base on, I can kind of like know how it's gonna look, and then I can go back again, and then I make I want to say you hit Alt, you make a clipping mask. So you make a clipping mask by creating another layer above the layer that you're already working on, and then you hold the Alt Option button on the Mac and just like the Alt button on the Windows. Hold on, let me forget. Yeah, hold the Alt button on Windows and like a little option. You'll see like a little option pop up real quick, where basically it'll be like an arrow pointing down to the layer below. Excuse me, along with like a square, and that's how you make a clipping mask. And the way how clipping masks work is that the clipping mask you will only be able to color inside the layer below. Like, you won't be able to color nothing outside. So this is very helpful for me, because of any kind of little minor details and changes, I can just make it on a different layer, and I already know that, like, no matter where I place that color, it's only going to be subject to stay inside those parameters within the clipping mask. So as y'all see right now, I've laid down my base colors. We probably towards the damn end. Oh yeah, we're almost towards the end. So I've laid down my base colors. Yeah, I just added the little glowing eye just in there. The final parts of like all the glowing sticks and glowing chocolate spear and all that, I did it. I did that on my desktop computer. Right now I'm drawing on a Surface Pro 2 tablet. I probably should have said that in the beginning. Forgive me, I'm new to this shit. So yeah, you know what I'm saying, I was just, right now I'm going through the base color. I just picked a different brush. I forgot exactly what these brushes are called. Sometimes I just go through, I just pick a favorite. I got my own favorites. I got my own favorites list in there, but yeah, I just like to go through and experiment. So like, another reason why I color this the way I color this, especially like whenever as we get towards the end and we start seeing the halftone like comic book patterns. Excuse me, I was seeing a lot of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse fan art, and I came across this one piece on Twitter. I forgot the artist's name, and he did a Peter Porker picture, and like, I've always wanted to like do like my shadows and stuff or whatever, or just coloring in general in like a halftone, you know what I'm saying, screen tone pattern. And so yeah, that's gonna be once I get done doing the shadow that you're seeing me do right now, I go back over it again in a different layer. And if you're wondering how I do my shadows, I create a whole nother layer. I turn that layer into a clipping mask that clips into like all the other layers I have above the white base layer. I set that layer to multiply, and you just pick a gray brush. I mean, you pick a brush and you pick like this shade of gray, and then since the gray is set to multiply, you know what I'm saying, that's why you're able to just see like I guess you're able to see like a gray tone going all the way around. But then when I do the halftone stuff, I'm able to with the halftone stuff, I left that layer just normal, and then I went through it, and like on the actual shadow layer, I took the eyedropper tool, which is I on the Mac and the keyboard, which is I on the keyboard for Mac and Windows, and I just pulled the color from the shadow itself, and I went back over with the halftone brush, and just like, you know, just went over with different patterns, bro, and that's how we ended up getting the final result. Man, look, we got like a minute and some change left. I wanted to take out the time to tell you thank you to each and every one of y'all that you have made it this far. Hopefully I said some things in this demo / tutorial that made a lot of sense, that probably, you know, demystified some of the mysteriousness, I guess you could say, of Adobe Photoshop. I'm still learning. Matter of fact, when I get done with this video, I'm most likely going to watch some more Skillshare classes, look for some more YouTube tutorials, demos, or whatever to help me step up my game. Because it's all about experimentation, man. You know, there are a lot of things I want to get better, but, you know, I also have like my certain niche and certain ways I like things to be drawn, you know, from my mind, to help me differentiate myself from everybody else. Once again, I want to thank you for watching this. Please let me know if y'all would like to see more things like this. Please let me know if y'all would like to actually have me do in-depth tutorials to where like I can slow this down a bit and actually break this shit down so y'all can understand each and every step. Let me know what y'all think, man. Thank you for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, follow a nigga on Instagram. Check me out, man. Let's chop it up. Stay drawing, stay inspired, keep doing your thing, never give up on your dreams, and live your best black ass life. Peace.